Imagine waking up in a world without electricity. No cars, no cranes, no bulldozers, not even a single power tool. Now imagine being told to build one of the greatest cities the world would ever see. It sounds impossible, yet thousands of years ago, that is exactly what ancient people did. Long before modern technology existed, civilizations were already creating massive cities with giant stone walls, perfectly planned streets, huge temples, and incredible engineering that still amazes experts today. But how? How did they move stones weighing several tons without machines? How did they build structures that have survived for thousands of years? And how did millions of people live together without electricity, running water, or modern transportation? To answer these questions, we must travel back more than 4,000 years. Life was very different. People woke up before sunrise every morning. There were no alarm clocks. The rising sun was their clock. Farmers walked for miles to their fields. Builders carried heavy stones using only ropes, wooden rollers, and teamwork. Skilled craftsmen spent months carving a single stone until it fit perfectly with another. Every person had a role. Some collected water from nearby rivers. Some made bricks from mud and straw. Others shaped wood into doors, boats, or farming tools. Nothing was wasted. Every small task helped build something much bigger than one person could ever create alone. These cities did not appear overnight. Some took generations to complete. Fathers started building them. Their sons continued the work, and their grandchildren finally saw them finished. For those people, building a city was not just construction. It was a gift for future generations. And that is what made these civilizations truly extraordinary. One of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world is not just the cities themselves. It is the enormous stones they were built with. Some of these blocks weighed as much as 50 tons. Today, moving a stone that heavy would require powerful cranes and heavy-duty trucks. But thousands of years ago, none of those machines existed. So how did they do it? The answer was not magic. It was brilliant planning, patience, and the power of teamwork. Workers first cut huge blocks of stone from nearby quarries using simple tools made from harder rocks, copper, and bronze. It was slow work. Sometimes a single block took weeks or even months to prepare. Once the stone was ready, hundreds of workers worked together to move it. They placed thick wooden logs under the stone so it could roll forward. Strong ropes pulled from the front, while other workers carefully replaced the logs as the stone moved. Every step had to be perfectly coordinated. In some places, workers even poured water onto the sand. Wet sand created less friction, making it easier to pull the massive stones across the ground. It was a simple idea, but it made a huge difference. When the stones finally reached the construction site, skilled builders shaped each one with incredible precision. They did not rely on cement to hold everything together. Instead, they carved the stones so carefully that each block fit tightly against the next one. Some of these walls are so perfectly built that even today, it is difficult to slide a thin piece of paper between the stones. That level of accuracy continues to amaze engineers around the world. These builders had no computers, no blueprints printed on paper, and no laser measuring tools. Yet they created structures that have survived earthquakes, storms, and thousands of years of history. Their greatest machine was not made of metal. It was the human mind. And that is why many of these ancient cities still stand today, reminding us that determination, knowledge, and teamwork can achieve what once seemed impossible. Building a great city was never just about stone. It was about people. Behind every wall, every road, and every temple were thousands of men and women working toward the same dream. These ancient cities were carefully planned. Wide streets connected busy marketplaces where merchants traded food, pottery, fabrics, and valuable metals. Farmers brought fresh crops every day, while craftsmen created tools, jewelry, and artwork that reflected the culture of their civilization. Water was one of the most important parts of every city. Many civilizations built canals, wells, and underground drainage systems to bring clean water to their people. Some of these systems were so advanced that modern engineers still study them today. Life was not easy. There were no hospitals, no electric lights, and no modern transportation. People depended on nature, hard work, and their communities to survive. When droughts arrived, everyone worked together to save water. When floods threatened the city, they repaired walls and waterways as one team. Their strength came from cooperation, not technology. Perhaps the most amazing fact is that many of these cities have survived for thousands of years. Empires have risen and fallen. Kings have disappeared. Generations have come and gone. Yet many ancient walls, roads, and monuments are still standing, telling silent stories of the people who built them. Every stone reminds us that true greatness is not created overnight. It is built with patience, discipline, knowledge, and teamwork. The next time you see an ancient city or a giant monument, Remember this, it was not built by magic. It was built by ordinary people with extraordinary determination. And maybe that is the greatest lesson history can teach us. No matter how limited the tools are, a united group of people with a clear purpose can build something that inspires the world for thousands of years. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible stories from around the world.